Uh, Now, before our luncheon speaker, I'd like to just call your attention to a sheet in your packet that has the headline, Livability in the Burg. The next speaker will talk about that concept that we have at SBC and AARP have initiated for the city of St. Petersburg. But now hear from Pinellas County Government, the healthcare administrator for Pinellas County Government, Ms. Daisy Martinez, wants to share with you information about this exciting concept for Pinellas County. Daisy.
So I have to move a little bit between here and there to get the video going, so just bear with me 1 second. So as David said, I'm Daisy Rodriguez. I'm the healthcare administrator for Pinellas County Human Services. And we're really very, very excited to be joining the AARP network of age-friendly communities. Oh, thank you. Well, let me start. I'm going to start with the video.
Hey, how's it going? You can stand right there. That's your mark. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Great.
Awesome.
Just tell us your first name and your age.
My real age?
My name is Paolo. I'm 25 years old.
My name is Daniela, and I'm 19.
24.
35.
31. 33.
I'm 26 years old.
What age do you consider to be old?
Late 40s?
Maybe 50.
I feel like 30 is a new 20, so I'd say like 40 is old.
I'd probably say 50s.
I'd like you to show me how an old person would cross the street. Show me how an old person would send a text message. How might an old person do a push-up? What about jumping jacks? Okay, hang on. There's someone I want you to meet.
Hello, I'm Birch. I'm 66.
Hi, I'm Daphne, and I'm 68.
I'm Dee, and I'm 55.
George Fassbinder, 75.
Wow.
My name is Parvati. I'm 70.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're gonna give you about 2 minutes to teach each other something that you are good at.
I can teach you a jump that I do.
Okay, please.
Both of your legs go up, and your arm goes up, and your left arm goes like to the side. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Lift 1, 2, 3. And bring it to your heart. And bring it to your heart. Add the head in. Yeah.
You want to try to get your balance and raise up. Now, you can bring your legs and your feet up. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So when you come out of a turn, either way, you go back to that basis.
Over. Now forward. Over. Yeah.
Square it like this, and give me a hook. Hook. Jab, cross, hook, and then we'll go like this. All right?
1, 2, 3.
Now, what age might you consider to be old?
Probably 80 or 90. He could just do everything that I told him to do.
An age that I would consider to be old now might be 100.
Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I said in the 50s. I thought that would be old. But when I thought about it, like...
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
I can do it.
It really changed my thinking of what old is.
You've taught me something today. Clearly, there's no way she's old, you know?
Now I know from today, hey, I don't look at age.
At my age, I feel like I did when I was in my 20s.
There's so many things that I still want to do. There's so many things that I can do. As long as I'm growing and learning and age doesn't matter.
When people start stopping, that's when they start getting old.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Daphne.
It was great meeting you.
How long have you been doing this? Is this a new skill?
40 years.
Wow.
Okay, so that's who I want to be, right? That's who I am now. That's who I want to be. That's who we all want to be. That's our parents, our siblings, our aunts, our uncles. That's my sister who's in her 70s, still runs her own business, goes to the gym, works out, travels, and I see her and I say, woohoo, that's definitely where I want to be. So around the area of age-friendly communities, so I want to share with you a little bit of the journey that we've been through at Pinellas County in terms of in our journey, building age-friendly communities. So one of the things that we started was last spring we developed the blueprint. And what this blueprint really is taking a look at what our current resources are. Who are our partners, both internal and external? And who's out there? What are the services that are out there? And who can we partner with? Who can we talk with? And every time we met with somebody else, they told us about somebody else. So we're really in a great position right now with over 250 contacts or people that we either have initiated conversations with and have included into our process, or that we still need to meet. The deputy today, I thought it was a great presentation, and we certainly are planning to do a meet and greet and learn how we can partner with him. So we developed the blueprint for resources. This is a list of our partners. So in settings like this, and settings both with community stakeholders and internal stakeholders, we asked for the opportunity for folks. We developed a partner card, and I think right now we're at about 39 different agencies who've said, I'm on board with you, I want to share this journey with you. So we have some purple partner cards that we'll put on the credenza, so if you'd like to journey with us, if you're from an agency and you'd like to partner with us, we'd love to have you join it. And I have to speak very quickly. One of the first things we did was develop a senior connections website. And so this, it's on our Human Services website, and it's really just a place where there's a myriad of resources and links where anybody can get onto the Human Services, Pinellas County Human Services website, and just see what kind of materials are there, what kind of activities are going on, etc. So the AARP model talks about the 8 domains of livability: outdoor spaces and buildings, transportation, housing, social participation, respect and social inclusion, civic participation and employment, communication and information, and community and health services. So when we talk about livable communities, age-friendly communities, these are the domains that we look at. These are the things that we believe, in conjunction with following the lead of AARP and the World Health Organization, it says this is what you need to look at and build in order to really have an age-friendly county and community. So it's beyond just age. Age-friendly communities is exactly what it is. It's anybody. So it's young adults, it's millennials, it's children, it's middle-aged, it's elders, more adult populations. It's what do we need to have in place? What do we want to be able to have people work, live, and thrive, and stay in their communities for as long as they want? And that's where those 8 domains come in. So part of what we've been doing and we found to be really helpful is, in order to get the information and know where we're going, we need to have the input from the folks who are actually living in it. So we've been meeting at a lot of different internal and external meetings, and meeting with a lot of different communities to say, what do we currently have in place? What do we need? What does age-friendly community look like to you? So we developed a tool. It mimics a stoplight, so it's green, yellow, and red. And we have a sheet that we'll also make available. And it really is, under each of those domains, share with us. Let us know what is currently in place. What would you like to see? For you to stay in your community, what's important to you? And then let's prioritize that. Do you think that this is easy to do? Well, if it is, then we marked it green, or we ask you to mark it green. If it takes a little bit more elbow grease, then we ask you to mark it in yellow. And those things that are really, really hard to do, that we know are really hard to do, we still want to capture those. So we ask you to list those in red. And we take all that information back and we aggregate that data. And then we start looking at what are the easy things that we can put in place right now? What are those wins? What are those things that will help us to facilitate the journey? And those things that are easy, let's do it. Let's just go and do it. And the things that take a little bit harder, who are those partners? Who do we need to reach out to? What are those resources? What's the funding? So it gives us an opportunity to not only hear from the communities, but to identify what's in place or what's needed, and to identify what's the elbow grease that's going to be needed to do that. So this is just a sample of some of the information that we've gotten. I don't expect you to read it, but just so that you can see that this is the green, this is some of the feedback that we've gotten. So these are things that are relatively, people feel are relatively easy to do. Along the top, you'll see the 8 domains of livability that we spoke about a little earlier. This is a list of the yellow. So these are the ones that will require a little bit more work, a little bit more collaboration and partnership. And these are the things that people felt, you know, we really need this in order to complete our age-friendly communities, but this is probably a little bit harder. And so our next steps is to continue to explore best practices. We will receive our certificate on April 25th, so we are part of the AARP Age-Friendly Network. We continue to identify additional partners. We have public forums and focus groups that we're developing as well. And we also meet with our internal champions. So the county has a number of departments. You can see that the 8 domains are not just human services, but they talk about buildings and spaces, et cetera. So internally in the county, we have developed champions for each of those areas. And then what we ultimately want to do is create a county where residents can live, work, play, and thrive. Did I keep it on? If you have any other questions or anything, my information is there. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. She came to visit me like 2 weeks ago, and she, you know, talked about this wonderful initiative, and I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, can you come to the conference and talk about it? So she's here today. Thanks.